Imagine you're on a massive ship. The sea is calm. A gentle breeze is blowing. All around you, there's only water, a strange, eerie silence. And then, suddenly the sky begins to darken. The waves don't rise slowly. They rise like walls, and then a thunderous crash. The ship begins to rock violently. A scream is heard from the control room. Mayday! Mayday! We're sinking! Many say it's the wrath of the North Sea. Some say it's a sea mystery no one has ever truly understood. And others? They say, whoever enters the North Sea is not guaranteed to return. Yes, you heard that right. The North Sea is no ordinary ocean. It's a beast, one that wakes without warning and swallows ships whole. Here, the weather doesn't change and it flips. Here, waves don't rise, they attack. Here, fog doesn't just hide the way, it steals lives. Today, we'll take you into the depths of that sea where over 1,000 ships have vanished, where radars fail, and where the sea itself becomes man's greatest enemy. So, fasten your seatbelt, because what you're about to hear will amplify your fear of the ocean many times over. This is the North Sea, the sea that swallows ships. You think the monsoon is unpredictable? Then take a look at the mood swings of the North Sea. Here, the weather is like a moody person. It changes every moment, and when it changes, it turns deadly. In the North Sea, waves can rise up to 20 to 25 feet, and that too, suddenly. In 1995, one such wave was recorded, the Dropner wave, 85 feet tall. 85 feet. That's like a moving building crashing straight onto your ship. That's the kind of impact it has. Now imagine, you're steering a heavy container ship. Everything seems fine. And suddenly, a wave appears in front of you, 4 times taller than your ship, and it slices right over the top. That's what happens here. Bro, even my life doesn't have as many ups and downs as this sea shows in an hour. This isn't a movie. This is the harsh reality of the North Sea. Many ships have vanished because of such waves. No bodies found, no wreckage recovered. And you know what? Scientists say the pattern of rogue waves still hasn't been fully understood. No one knows when they'll come, how they'll come. It's a complete mystery. And when waves are unpredictable and the weather becomes your enemy, being at sea means standing at the edge of death. Now imagine, an ocean beneath which lie thousands of dead bodies, thousands of ships. This isn't a horror movie. This is the reality of the North Sea. Over 5,000 shipwrecks have been recorded in the North Sea so far. Every wreck has a story, someone's final journey, someone's last hope. During World War I and II, this sea turned into a battlefield. Torpedoes, explosives, mines, all sank into the ocean. But it's not just war that haunts these waters. There are mysteries too, like the SS Elbe, a magnificent cargo ship that vanished in 1921 without any warning. No SOS signal, no wreckage. It was as if the sea swallowed it whole. It disappeared so quietly. Bro, even WhatsApp shows last seen, but this ship left behind nothing. Marine archaeologists believe that certain parts of the North Sea have strong magnetic fields, where a ship's compass stops working. Navigation systems go haywire, and then, just one sound, and another ship gets added to the list. Some wrecks are so old that sea life has built homes on them, meaning they're both graveyards and living ecosystems at the same time. The energy of these shipwrecks, their untold stories, still drift through the waters of the North Sea. Shall we now descend into that mysterious depth where stranger creatures dwell than humans? As terrifying as the surface of the North Sea is, its depths are many times more frightening. The water here is filled with so much mud, oil, and cold that sunlight doesn't even reach the bottom. And where there's darkness, something is always hiding. Divers in the North Sea have encountered creatures that are found in neither books nor documentaries. Some fish with no eyes, and jellyfish up to 10 feet long that can block a ship's sensors. Once, a British diver reported that a giant shadow was swimming behind him, but as soon as he turned the camera, it vanished. Bro, was that an X or a sea monster? Shows up then disappears. But this isn't just for scares. Many accidents have happened because of these deep-sea creatures. Some scientists believe that prehistoric species could still be hiding in the depths of the North Sea. Creatures that survived the Ice Age but never surface. And the scariest part? Because of these shadows and creatures, many sonar and radar systems fail. Even your technology says, "Bro, leave me behind, let's get out of here." Now you must be wondering, haven't humans tried to fight this? The next part reveals how humans tried to control nature and what they lost in return. Now let's dive into the story where humans challenged the ocean, and the North Sea broke them. They say humans have set foot on the moon, but no one has ever escaped the wrath of the North Sea. 1953, a date still remembered with fear in Britain and the Netherlands. That night, the winds of the North Sea and the moon's tides combined to create waves so massive that the entire coastal region was devastated. More than 2,500 people lost their lives, 100,000 people were left homeless, and hundreds of towns were swept away by water. Governments tried. Massive sea barriers were built, storm surge walls and early warning systems, but the North Sea finds a new way every time. Bro, is this the ocean or a hacker? Wherever you block it, it breaks through. Dutch engineers built the world's largest sea defense, called Delta Works. They claimed, no wave will ever enter the city again. But in 2013, another superstorm hit and shook the entire system. Once again, the North Sea proved, I'm not a river you can block with a dam, I'm the ocean. And that's the fear. No matter how advanced our technology becomes, the North Sea is a chilling reminder who the real boss of nature is. So far, we've seen waves, monsters, shipwrecks, and storms. But the North Sea isn't just terrifying on the outside. Beneath it hides an even more explosive truth, a web of oil and gas. The North Sea isn't just a graveyard of death and shipwrecks, it's also home to one of the largest oil and gas reserves in the world. Every day, thousands of tons of oil and natural gas are extracted here. Platforms like Brent Oilfield, Troll, and Ekofisk work day and night like machines. But where there's so much wealth, danger is inevitable. In 1998, the Piper Alpha disaster struck, a blast on an offshore oil platform. 167 people died, billions were lost, and oil spilled into the sea, floating across the North Sea like a black tide of death. Just imagine, in a sea where fish should be swimming, there was fire burning instead. The pressure beneath these oil wells is so intense that even a small mistake can blow the entire platform into the air. And did you know? Beneath the North Sea, many unexploded mines and bombs from World War times still lie hidden. That means under the sea, gas, oil, and bombs, a ticking time bomb waiting to go off. And if all of this were ever to activate at once, the North Sea wouldn't just be a threat, it could become a catastrophe for all of Europe. North Sea, a sea that's not just water, it's living history, where every wave whispers a secret, and every depth hides a scream. Here, waves move faster than the wind, and death peers out from beneath the water, where humans sent machines, built platforms, launched ships. But every time, the sea replied, "You cannot rule over me." The North Sea reminds us, no matter how powerful humans become, we are still tiny before nature. And the next time you smile at a calm ocean, remember, sometimes the quietest surface hides the fiercest storm. The North Sea isn't just a place, it's a warning about the limits of mankind and the power of nature. If you like this story, don't forget to like and share the video, and tell us in the comments, would you ever dare to face a sea like this? Subscribe, because next time we'll bring you another truth that'll send chills down your spine. Until then, remember, some places are meant to be seen, not understood.